is Yaya. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to take you on a tour of Luvlyhome. Luvlyhome was my first ever island I ever completed. First ever island actually in Animal Crossing. The theme for Luvlyhome kind of developed organically, just kind of picking things I liked and going forward. So I am excited to share this with you. Now that the transition speed up is done, let's take a quick look at the map and the villagers. So, you can see my character's name here was Jim and Fourth Fan. We have Shino, Audie, Ione, Ken, Enzel, Raymond, Kiki, Diana, Sky, and Judy. I really kind of just picked characters that I thought were mystical, whimsy kind of looking. Ken was actually my first campsite villager, and he just grew on me, and then I felt like I had to keep him. So, next let's take a quick peek at the custom designs portal. I made a couple of custom designs for this island and a couple of outfits, so I wanted to take a chance to show those to you. Got a couple of signs and a cream and brown window frame. Also designed a couple of dresses inspired by a different dress I had found on Pinterest. I will make sure to link to my Pinterest board below and the original dress inspo I found on Pinterest as well. I made a couple of skin tone variations of this dress to be inclusive. And as I am a fangirly for life, I felt the need to make a couple of K-pop light sticks. As you can see, I made a BTS ARMY, a TXT MOA light stick. We have a Le Sserafim light stick as well. And then lastly, I did make a Stray Kids light stick. I wanted my character to be able to hold, a light stick like you're supposed to. Off here to the left of Resident Services, I did leave a little gift. It's a little handheld lantern. As you can see, my little character girl here is wearing one of the dresses I designed, and let's get started now that we're all set. The first place I would like to take you all is due south or down directly from Resident Services. This is a little marketplace where I have each of the villagers have a little job and or stall here at the market or in their homes. So as you can see, there's just a variety of different things like musical instruments, pottery, games, tarot, plants, some books, and to call out my own mistake that I realized after I saved the DA and sent it into the Nether, this blank simple panel. I was so sad when I went back and was touring it later and realized what I had done. So sad. So, cautionary tale, if you ever decide you're going to go back and delete codes you thought you didn't use, maybe triple check yourself. Moving on, we also do have a tiny little K-pop merch booth here because I can't not have a K-pop merch booth here, so shout out to my K-pop besties. Here in front of the marketplace we have Able Sisters and Nook's Cranny. How could a shopping center not be complete without them? Also, while you're walking around and shopping, you might need, to get a drink or, have little ones who would like a little toy or treat as a distraction, so a couple of more gifts left over here for you. Also, IRL hydration check. Don't forget to drink your water or electrolytes. There is a little beach here in front of the marketplace, kind of simply decorated, you know, just a little paddleboard area, boat. I imagine Nook's Cranny as a multi-purpose shop, so we've got a little gift here. Mostly it was an excuse to use the balloon because the balloon's just too stinking cute. See? The boing. Too cute. Also imagine that after shopping you might be a little hungry and need a snack, and Nooks might have like a small menu here out in front with some storage off to the side there, you see. I love that toilet paper. It's just too cute too. Alright, that wraps up the little shopping district, so let's head on back towards resident services. From here we're going to head off to the right. I apologize for the mole cricket sounds. Oh, look, Ione is out to say hi. Hi, Ione. So sad, that means she won't be in her house. All of the villager home interiors are decorated. So we're going to head south here, and it looks like Kiki is home, so let me take you into her manga cafe. So as you can see, I really just wanted Kiki to run a super cute and calming manga cafe, someplace where people can come and share their love of reading, any type of reading, and, you know, enjoy some little yummy snacks, buy some cute little trinkets. I would stay here forever and read Kiki if I could. So that was Kiki's 24-hour manga cafe. As you saw, there's the little sign here, 24 hours, that was I designed for her. Keeping heading south, it looks like Sky is not in her home, but Raymond, who lives here, is. But as you can see, presents hidden everywhere, so feel free to grab, open, and enjoy them. But let's go in and say hi to Raymond. As you can see here, Raymond runs our bookshop on the island. Looks like he just got in a new shipment of books. I wanted his house to just feel soothing and relaxing, like a good escape. As you can tell, I love reading. I also find it impossible to go into homes, even in DAs, and not talk to the villagers. It's just a habit of mine. Coming out. Oh, hi Shino. Apparently villagers are out of their houses today. Here in front of Raymond's house, there's just a little seating area with a ladder that connects down to Nook's Cranny in the shopping district. Well, hi Shino, thank you again. Kind of sad, that means you're not in your house though right now. Coming south here, you have a couple of homes and a path down to the beach. Here to the left is Shino's home, and if you can't tell from the things out in front, she is the potter on the island. Then over here on the right is Diana's home, and it looks like she's in, so let's go in. So as you can tell, Diana is our local mystic or tarot reader on the island. Her house is set up to be, another place where she can give readings to clients. Kind of ethereal background. Thank you, Diana. See you later. We're gonna come out and come down this incline to the beach. Overall, the beaches are pretty lightly decorated in general. Thanks, Adi. I found that a lot of my villagers really enjoyed hanging out on this area of the beach in particular. I don't know if it's because we have the campsite and cookout area here, but I ended up adding a couple of additional tents for villagers to come hang out and enjoy the beach. I also discovered these adorable swing cutout standees on Pinterest, and I loved the idea of, a swing out over the ocean. So I had to include those along with this little movie area, because who wouldn't love to watch the movies on a beach, right? Just as I sit here and enjoy, we'll walk back over and go up the incline. If you walk back like you're going to go to the bridge, there's actually another pathway going off kind of northeast way, so it brings you right behind Diana's house, and this is actually Ken's house, which it does not look like he is home at the moment, but he runs our antique shop for the island. Then behind his house is actually one of my little favorite hidden transition areas on the island, and it's just this little walkthrough with a sunken waterfall. I had seen a lot of inspos for sunken waterfalls and decided I had to have one included somewhere on my island. So this is my little ode to the impulsive goblin in my brain, but I think it turned out really cute, and I think it's just a good connector filler area. So passing through the little transition area going north along the edge of the beach, there is another incline actually leading down to the beach. Thank you, Sky. I mentioned before, but the villagers really do like the beaches on this side of the island more. Because now here's Ken. But we've got a little relaxing drink area, and as you go north on the beaches, there's this little windmill scenic view. I imagine that, we all love alternative energy sources. Then continuing all the way to the back of the island on this side, we have a little hidden outdoor spa area. It was such a nice large rock, and I'd seen some inspo similar to this and thought it fit perfectly. Coming back down, I just want to point out here really quick, there is a little connector secret area that you can kind of jump back up here if you'd like, if you're exploring on your own, but we will actually continue going south. Be careful, because you can get stuck on some of the pillars here on the beach. Coming back up the incline here, we've got two villager houses. The first one is Zell here in front, and up on the top is Skies. But Zell is home, so let's go in and say hello. Hi Zell, thank you. As you can see, Zell runs our musical instrument shop here on the island. Continuing on up this incline is Sky's house. I am a little sad she's not home today. I am in love with her house. It is very botanical inspired, and there's a couple of presents here. Little foxtail, ode to her running the plant shop. And of course, if you're running a plant shop, like, plants kind of take up your whole space. So she has an overflow with a cute little nursery outside, an orchard, and I thought, if you're going to be growing flowers, you probably would love to have some bees as well. I'm highly allergic, but I know that they serve a purpose. And then right behind here is one of my favorite hop spots that I created. I apologize, I know it's a little loud. I will try to edit that sound in the background in editing, but pardon as I try to find the right camera angle to kind of show the different areas. But I really just loved the different inspos I saw for hopping areas, and I wanted it to have kind of a grand background here at the back of the island. Oh, I see my little resident representative is outside of her home. So let's hop over and say hello. See, we match. I just wish I already had the white imp wings, but I tried to match my character in this dream address as much as possible. Let's say hello. That's right, enjoy your fandoms. Let's go in and look at the house. So our main room here is just a cozy, welcoming living room. I imagine our resident rep as a little good witch, so each room will have a different view outside. Here is a window wall looking out onto the rain. But let's look at the rooms and go to the left first. The bathroom is a tropical vibe. Gotta love a soaker tub. I'm obsessed with those. And so just want it to be really tranquil, kind of spa bathroom here for her. But let's go to the next room. This is the room at the back of the house, and I kind of call it the hobby room or crafting room. A place to come and read, play board games with friends, do sewing, painting, maybe even some scrapbooking. I imagine no matter how old you are, having a reading fort tent is like the best thing you can have in your house. So I had to include that again here, but let's go on to the next room. The final room on the main floor off to the right is a kitchen. For me personally, being able to cook yummy food that I enjoy and, feed yummy food to my friends is very important to me. And so I wanted my character here to have a space where she can come and cook and just enjoy the process. I'm obsessed with all of the gentle grays and blues and teals, kind of accented with the whites in this room. So it's just cute and cozy. Let's continue on. So that wraps up this main floor. Watch out for the piano stool, but we are going to head upstairs. This is my girl's main bedroom, so to speak. Wanted to kind of give her two uses for the space. One side divided here, you know, kind of has another seating area. Also wanted to kind of show off her fandoms here on the wall. Got to include those. And then the other side of the room obviously is a little study nook area and a bed. But I also wanted it to be like, you know, she could have a sleepover. So that, you know, we've got like another bed here to have friends over and have a sleepover. And I have to watch TV in bed, so that's a me thing. But who left the candles on? That was dangerous. We will head downstairs now. And the basement here is where our good witch, you know, really gets to practice her craft. And we have a secret pipe hidden down here in the basement. So let's see where it goes, shall we? After I turn off the light on accident. Coming out of the pipe, it is a little hard to see, but if you walk forward slowly, you will come to our good witch's secret hidden cathedral. There's no other way to access this location except through that pipe in the resident rep's basement. This was one of my first builds that I knew I wanted to do on this island. I had seen a couple of different inspirational ideas on Pinterest, and I kind of combined them all. And it does make the island a little bit laggy with the bubbles and all of the fire and all of the wheat fields around, but I just find this space so cute and magical to have this little space hidden away. There's a couple little tables where she has some of her materials for practicing her craft here, out away from the home, but this is her little secret cathedral. All right, that wraps up the resident rep's house. Let's head out. Coming out from the house, we've got a little hopping moment. And if you go down this ladder over here to the left, there's a little access point with some magical gnomes enjoying some marshmallows back to the secret beach, where obviously someone has been enjoying a little quiet time away. And then coming over to the left farther are a couple of viewpoints where you can just sit and enjoy the pond area or look out over the sea. But just thought it'd be fun to have some nice tranquil seating areas. So let's head back. We'll go up the ladder here. Since we're at the back of the island, we're gonna come south here, and over to the left here is Audie's house, but we know she's not home. But as you can see, she is a fangirl, similar to myself. And so I thought it might be fun for her to, you know, run her own K-pop shop where people can buy light sticks and merch to, you know, represent their favorite bands. So that is her house. Continuing farther forward on the island, here is Ion's house. Kind of sad she's not home, but I imagine her being our little astrologer scientist. Then coming even farther forward, oh, hi Audie, there's Judy's home, and it looks like she's home, so let's go in. I know that Judy had the play hobby, so I wanted to give her a little workshop, you know, where she can, you know, build the toys that she enjoys and then, you know, sell any of the extras. So she's got a little workspace here at the front of her house, and her bedroom's there in the back. But I thought, what better way to like create the toys that you enjoy? coming out, I want to just pause here and show that there is a connection here across the bridge where if you come to explore, taking this bridge leads you back to the homes of Zell and Sky, so you don't have to explore in just one way. I tried to make it so there was multiple paths or ways to get around and connect the neighborhood. But with that actually brings us to the end of the villager homes, and we will now go to the left side of the island. If we follow the first split of the path going south, we follow and take this gentle winding path past a couple of water features, a little moon, and it actually brings us to the airport. I feel very lucky that I just happened to get a cute little orange autumn airport, but I feel like it fits the island really well. Heading back north, I actually want to duck back quickly and point out that there is a slightly hidden ladder here that you can actually climb, and it is a bit of a tight walk, but if you walk along the path you come to this little hidden lookout area where you can, enjoy the views, watch the market, and enjoy a little beverage. A cute little secret hideout spot is what I was thinking. I feel like I have a lot of those on this island, but they're just so much fun to build and incorporate. Continuing left of resident services, you quickly come to this incline to this raised area directly behind resident services, and this is actually to a flower field overlook. I know it's a little foggy on the morning I picked, but I felt like it kind of highlights the ruins and the background, kind of hiding the magical secret hidden cathedral. But I also thought this would just be a fun place for villagers and folks to come and enjoy a beautiful view, paint, enjoy a picnic. And so that was really just the purpose of this space. It was one of the very last builds I made, as I felt like I was running out of ideas and still had a pretty big space to fill. So you can kind of see we've got a gyroid painting, but we shall continue on. So we have a split in the path here where you can obviously see one direction is to the museum and another one shows to a forest. So we're actually going to come up this incline and head towards the museum. This path leads you forward and wraps around to a pretty scenic overlook. We will come back to the dinosaur sign, but I had seen a inspiration on Pinterest of something very similar for a grand water feature for the museum and loved that idea so much. So kind of surrounded my museum here with water, but I love the two statues out in front. It just gives it a very scenic view. Continuing on to the left, we come to a little outdoor cafe, some gyroids enjoying their snacks. But I loved the idea of Brewster having his own little cafe outpost here in front of the museum, not just in the museum. And so from here, there is a little gift where you can get a takeout coffee and enjoy, some yummy Brewster's coffee. You can actually still access the museum. It is a hop entrance. Apologies for the loud sound, but I did want it to still be accessible and not just for looks. So, but I kind of like to imagine that this is like an old ruins building that they have modified and converted into a museum to, hold the keepsakes of the island. Coming back across the bridge, I did not forget the little dino sign. Oh, no, don't want to drink it. Put that away, thank you. We're going to go down the ladder, and I imagine that ladders, came to the island because there was a lot of natural fossils and artifacts that could be excavated from the island. So this is a little excavation area where they have found some, ruins and artifacts. But we will continue on back and retrace our steps to the main path. Continuing on to the left here is what I like to kind of call a little spooky forest. A nice little filler area where the path forks off in different directions. So we will actually take this first path here, going off to the right and cross the bridge. Taking the incline, it winds up and around to a viewpoint of our spiral fairy pond with, I apologize in advance for the loud sound, even more large waterfalls. I really wanted the island to feel like there were numerous magical areas that felt like they had been there from the beginning. It reminds me a bit of how certain areas, in Scotland or around the world just have that magical, ethereal quality. And this is one of the builds that really reflects that feeling or the vibe I had for the island, even though I don't find the villagers down over here very often. I still love it. Retracing our steps back across into the spooky forest, we will actually continue on the path that forks off to the northwest. We have a little scarecrow guarding a wheat field here. Continuing to the back of the island across the bridge, we come to our rock garden, which serves multiple purposes. As you can see, it is also our witch's circle. We've got a little ritual or spell being cast here. There's more than just one good witch on the island. It's the way I like to imagine the lore. But this area and the beaches back here are very gently decorated, I guess is a way to put it. But I also wanted the rocks to still be technically functional when I was building this area, so that's another reason why they're so far apart. Crossing back over the bridge, we will cut back down through the magical spooky forest and continue off to the southwest, split in the path. I ended up using the peninsula as a lighthouse and star viewing area. I kind of like to imagine that Ione comes out here at night, to look at the stars away from the lights around her house. Barring the fact that I put a lighthouse right next to her viewpoint, but that's besides the point. Continuing south, there is a little beach access point here where we come to what I kind of call just a celebration area. It could be for a wedding or a graduation, but I wanted everyone to, when they arrive, you get your own cider to come and enjoy the party on the beach. So we have a bonfire, a swing overlook, plenty of beverages and adult beverages, and you can see here we've got a couple of gyroids enjoying the party and the festivities, but it was just a nice filler build I felt for this beach, because who doesn't love a party on the beach, right? So cheers to that. here in front is just some gentle filler of palm trees and magical mushrooms, and that connects back into the archaeological dig site that we viewed earlier. So just wanted to show that that's connected there, and we will actually cut through over and around because that actually wraps up the very last build on this island. So let's find a place to say goodbye and sign off, shall we? All right. Well, thank you so much for coming on this tour of Luvlyhome with me. Apologies for how long the video took. It was my first time recording it, but I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope if you get a chance, you're able to come and explore the DA on your own time, and feel free to explore. Maybe you get to see the inside of some other villagers' houses. So until next time, goodbye. Have a great and lovely day.